Wow. No way.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only one in existence, I swear, too.
Oh, this is the first one, isn't it?
Hi, everybody. I'm Ken Davis with Upscale Audio, and I'm smiling today because we're going to do something really cool. I'm going to introduce you to one of the members of our analog team. We have a team of dedicated specialists, but today we're going to give Dylan a turntable at the end of this video. Dylan's going to walk us through setting up a turntable. This is going to be fun. Come on with me across the street. Okay, we are here on the store side. Our company is on two sides of the street, and we're on the store side. This is a room that's towards the rear of the store where we do our service work and we assemble our turntables. Whether you buy a $2,000 turntable or a $22,000 turntable, it gets assembled, tested, calibrated, and listened to right here. Dylan, you know what? You're such an easy guy to like.
Oh, well, thank you.
Man, we're so lucky to have you. How long have you been here?
I've been here a little over a year.
Man, you know, you're more than a musician. You have a special relationship to music.
Yeah, I've actually been playing music my whole life. I play in an awesome band with my dad. We've been playing since I was about 13 years old. So music has been a huge part of my life, every bit of it. I really got into listening to music as well as playing music, you know, digging into mixes and trying to really enjoy everything that fantastic mix engineers have put out over the decades.
I'm gonna guess that your dad introduced you to music from a young age.
He did.
You probably are introducing your son. He's a dad to music.
Yes. I'm introducing Oliver every day to some awesome tunes. At the moment, he is obsessed with Dolly Parton.
Oh, and in addition to music, this is what I love about you. You're what Kevin would call a gearhead, because you've got quite a collection of equipment that you've assembled over the years.
I do, and I have. Yeah, I love all sorts of fun audio gear, from headphones to DACs to speakers, amplifiers, preamplifiers, you name it. I enjoy trying it. I got to get my hands on every single piece of gear, all the classics I'd love to listen to, get it in my house for a little while, listen to it for some time. It's all been fantastic.
Would you say you own more or less than 50 pieces of gear?
Roughly, probably pretty accurately 50 pieces of gear.
That's amazing.
Possibly more.
Okay, so I'm going to grab something over here. And this is a new turntable, relatively new, from Rega. What do we got?
We're looking at the Rega Planar 6 RS.
Go ahead, tell us about it.
The Planar 6 RS is going to be an awesome table. This is actually the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm very excited. It is a P6 with a 880 Tonearm off the P8, as well as a couple other very notable features. A double belted subplatter for speed and stability, and it comes with the new ND9 moving magnet cartridge.
So one of the reasons that we reduce wow and flutter by having that double belt.
Correct.
And one of the reasons that's crucial is the
pitch of the actual song changes. If you're running this thing too fast or too slow, the actual pitch of the music. Your song was originally in the key of G, and now it's in G slightly sharper than it should be.
That's why we need a musician. All right. Now, it's got aluminum, right?
It is. It is covered. It is still the original P6 plinth, but it has aluminum as a top, as well as the sides. The P3 RS has the aluminum top, but this includes the aluminum around the sides as well. A nice brushed aluminum.
And a dust cover, hinged lid, right?
One of the cool things about this table, it's going to be similar to a P8 because of the Tonearm, but it's still a P6. So you're getting a more traditional looking table, whereas the P8 has that skeletal look. I am a huge fan myself, but some people like a traditional look of a rectangular turntable with a full-size plinth, a platter, Tonearm, the whole, the traditional look. So on top of that, it comes with a dust cover that comes all the way down. That might be really helpful. People with cats, kids, anything of that nature that come around, playing with your stylus. This will be a little bit more safe.
Would your son want to play with the stylus?
He loves to play with the turntable. He is hilarious.
I suspected because my dad had a turntable. All right, well, let's pop it open.
When you open one of these boxes, except it'll have a nice setup sheet from us.
So you put a setup sheet in every turntable that we ship, correct?
We do.
If you've gone through the setup.
Yeah, just to kind of run you through what we've done. Please don't remove the red tape until you're all ready. So you get
Yes.
everything in place. So yeah, just a little heads up on what we've done. So I'm going to move this over here and pull this table out.
All right. So what we do is set this table up just like as if you were going to walk in our showroom, as some clients do, and pick this up, put it in your car, and take it home. But if you live in Indianapolis or Fort Lauderdale, Florida, it's got to make a journey. So we're going to prepare it for that journey. And we ship, you put together between you and Sean Paul, 10 or 15 tables a week, would you say, at least? Maybe more.
Depends on the week. If we're moving quick, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes more than that.
Because we listen to each one of those tables when it's done, and I love to pop back here, especially when something new like this comes through. I love to pop back here and say, let me hear it before you put it back in the box. But it gives us an opportunity to be, especially with these high-end tables, where people are spending $12, $15, $20, $30,000, they don't have the opportunity to go to a local dealer and see what it's going to sound like. Dylan and Sean Paul have listened to these tables and can tell you, is that cartridge going to be warm? Is that going to be bass heavy? And every cartridge doesn't work on every table. Every table doesn't accommodate every tone arm. These guys know the ins and outs of all of that.
There are certain compliance issues you run into, certain, RF rejection issues you could run into, tone arm distance issues you could run into. So yeah, it's nice to have put a lot of these together and see what works, what sounds really good. The P6RS, beautiful. Look at that, ND9, 880 tone arm, the double belt pulley. This is going to be very cool. So as we're setting it up, we get the table open. We give it a once over. We really do take time and make sure that everything is just right on these tables. We make sure that everything's going to work just right. There's no scratches, there's no blems, no issues from the factory.
The last thing we want to do is ship a turntable halfway around the country, only to find out that there's an issue that could have been prevented if we had discovered it early.
Make sure everything's working well. This one seems to be really, really nice. We add the counterweight. Make sure we have clearance all around. And so first things first, I like to plug it in and get it spinning and make sure that these motors are not making any noise that they shouldn't be. We are good to go. That is a nice quiet motor. Mm-hmm. As with, all Regas, they are really good at that. Their motors are quiet. What's nice about these Regas is there is not that much to set up. They are a joy to set up when they come through this little setup room and we get to set up a bunch of Regas in a day. They're fun, they sound fantastic, but on our side, they're very easy to set up. We have a couple adjustments to make. We always start with leveling the table. I always like to check the cartridge and make sure that the stylus is there, it's straight, we have no issues. It's nice to get that out of the way. It looks fantastic. Mm-hmm. We also like to go through and check, just make sure everything is tight and working as it should. So we make sure that this is working, works great. The anti-skate over here, working great. The QMEC, we'll test that in a little bit. So first things first, we like to...
So some of the things, if this were a higher end table that we were mounting the cartridge, we would need to align the cartridge.
Yes.
Set the azimuth.
Yes. And the VTA, align the cartridge, azimuth, VTA, tracking force, of course. So the Rega moving magnets, they come in at 1.75, so we're going to weigh this out.
There it is, 175 right now.
So that'll be good for the weigh. Next, our favorite. We use it all day long as a test record. Fantastic recording, fantastic album. I'm a huge Norah Jones fan, and I get to hear her all day long. So always a treat.
I get a little Norah Jones fatigue.
I love it every time. So, next we set the anti-skate.
So alignment is done. Azimuth is done, tracking is done, and now we're going to do anti-skate and a play test.
Exactly. So for the anti-skate, we have our way of setting it. We drop the needle somewhere. And these lead out grooves. Anti-skate's looking good. And we have our phono stage set to all the right places.
So we like to have an adjustable phono stage. So as we put different cartridges and turntables on here, we can set the gain, the impedance, the capacitance correctly for whatever we're going to listen to. All right, Nora, it's your turn.
Bling, blong, blong. Can we do that on a really crude version of us just humming the melody? It'd be very funny. Okay, back to the table. Nora sounded great. I'm sorry you didn't get to hear it. Sorry. Thanks, YouTube. But she sounds fantastic.
She always does.
I'm quite impressed with this already. We also like to double check the QMEC height. We want to make sure that when you get this turntable, that arm is sitting at a really nice level. This table is looking great. The QMEC is looking fantastic. It's out of the box, perfect height, no adjustments needed. So when we finish these tables, we leave some red tape on the tail end of the tone arm so that you know exactly where we had the counterweight. That way when you get it, you slide that counterweight right up to the red tape, leave this dial, it's already adjusted, and leave the anti-skate, that is also already adjusted.
So let me explain too, I'd like
please.
to add, we can't ship the turntable with this weight in place. That will likely result in a damage to the tone arm. So we're going to remove it, but we're marking it, or Dylan is going to mark it exactly where it goes. This is done on several different places in many different turntables. There's red tape. And this allows you to recreate at home exactly the way that we prepared the turntable here.
Some turntables, we actually include the red tape on the VTA of the arm. Some have an adjustable VTA, so we need to tell you exactly where that drops in, and say the table ships with the arm in a separate box. So we want you to be able to put the table together, get exactly the VTA that we had, and so we use red tape on a couple of places on the table. So when you get the table, you'll see a setup sheet right in the top. As soon as you open the box, please read the instructions. We put a lot of care into setting up these tables. The tape's very important. All the settings are, we've spent some time. We really tried to get them as accurate as we can, and we think these tables are sounding really good. So please take note of these instructions. They'll help you get that table up and running right away and with all of the settings that we have sent them out with.
Something else I want to make sure that we mention. When you're setting these up, you take a lot of pictures.
We do, yeah.
And we send those pictures to the client. So if you have questions, we have pictures that you can go, oh, I see where it was. It goes right here. You have pictures of reference. And can they call you?
Please, always feel free to give us a call. We are happy to help walk you through any of the settings, kind of talk through what we did, what the table looked like when it left here, and how to get it all set up properly so that you have a great time with this turntable with as few issues as possible, with no issues.
I think that is so critical because whether you are a brand new to turntables, I heard the conversation you had with a woman yesterday who had already purchased her vinyls, and now she needed a turntable to play them, or whether you've owned a turntable for 30 or 40 years and you're getting your ultimate rig that you've been craving for a decade.
Absolutely.
Dylan is going to put tape to mark exactly where this counterweight goes. So when you get your tone arm, when you get your turntable, you'll know exactly where this part goes so that we're recreating the correct setup.
That's about it on a Rega. There's not much else to it. When you get this table, you'll pull out the platter, put it on, level the table, of course, put counterweight, stylus guard, take that off, and play some records, have some fun.
Dylan, thank you so much. This has been a tremendous insight, not only into Rega, but also some of the procedures that we go through when we're preparing our turntables to ship to clients. Will you do me a favor? Kevin's going to finish this video. Could you take this over to him?
Absolutely.
I think he's going to be, we'll bring him, I'll let him know, come on over to the studio.
Sounds like a plan.
Here you go, Dylan. Oh, if you want to just clip it, you don't have to run it all the way up your shirt.
Wow.
You just want to clip it on.
Well, so Dylan, you like this table, obviously, right?
It's a very cool table.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's fantastic.
And that means a lot coming from him because this guy is like a hi-fi nut. When I met Dylan, well, I didn't meet him. He sent in a letter and a resume, and Ken didn't want to hire you, did he?
No, I've heard the story.
Yeah, Ken did not
I've
want to
heard
hire
words.
him because he has no sales experience. And I go, that's a plus, not being a salesman. I read the letter, and part of it says this. With extensive experience in live sound setup, recording studio management, and a solid understanding of signal flow, I bring both technical experience and hands-on knowledge to the table. In my free time, I dive into my favorite hobby, refining and A/B testing home stereo systems. As I often say, I don't use my stereo to listen to music. I use music to listen to my stereo. This passion drives me to constantly explore and understand the nuances of high fidelity sound. And when I hired that, I said, I don't give a flying F about his work experience. I mean, actually, making music, you have a lot of experience. Working in a retail business, zero experience. But I did not care because I knew that I had a fellow nerd. And I want to really thank you for being that here at Upscale Audio. And we know that you love this table and how you feel about Rega as a brand. So I want to say that I'm going to present this to you as a gift from Upscale Audio for you and your son and your wife.
No way, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited. That's quite a turntable.
Yeah,
That
it
kicks
is.
my turntable's butt 6 times over.
Well,
6 RS times over.
yeah, there you go.
That's insane. Oh my gosh. Well, Kevin, that is huge.
Well, you deserve it.
First one out here too.
You've been just a rock star and a joy to work with. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us at Upscale Audio.
Cut right there. Dylan, this has been a project we've been doing for a very long time.
Has it really?
Congratulations.
I didn't know anything about it. That's hilarious. I
It's
feel like
been-
I'm usually pretty clever.
Over a month in the planning. It is your table.
It really is?
So, Kevin, thank you so much.
Oh, Kevin.
Dude.
What?
Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Oh my God, that's too cool.
Yep.
I was like, this is an odd way to start filming.
Yeah, it is an odd way to start filming. But
Oh,
you know what?
that's fantastic.
You've been a great guy.
Oh,
and,
man.
Everybody thinks a lot of you here, and we're really, really happy to have you on board.
I really appreciate that as much as the table. Really, like, that's huge. I've been contemplating what turntable out of the whole place to get. And I was like, man, do I just wait for that P6 RS? Is the clear audio a good idea? But this Tonearm on this table, I was like, that's something special.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I love the P8, but I literally can't have a P8. Dust cover and a baby are important things to go together.
Right.
I was like, the P8's beautiful, but could they put that Tonearm on a full dust-covered table? Because that's the only thing I would. Wow, no way.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the only one in existence, I swear, too.
Oh, this is the first one, isn't it?
It's the first one that they reserved for us. There are others that exist that have gone out to other reviewers.
Wow.
This was number
Oh
one.
my gosh.
And you got it first.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, I will
Right
tell
on.
people all about it. I mean, it's an easy sell anyway. They're just fantastic.
They're great
They
tables.
make a good table.
We don't have problems.
No issues. They're so easy to own and live with and run.
Yeah. Yep. Right on. Right on.